it would pop off. I can't even nut off. I might hit the mall. I might drop a nut off. You said that you got off.
So what's your name? Like, who are you? What do you go by?
Well, I go by Renz Young. Yeah.
How'd you get that name?
My name is Lorenzo.
Okay.
So my rap name used to be Young Renz.
I can see why you'd want to change it.
Yeah, it was trash. Yeah, it was during that time where it was like super popular to have a Young in front of your name. That time passed. You know what I'm saying? And then I wanted a new name, but I didn't want it to be, you know, I never wanted to call myself a person that I really wasn't. I just made it my name, and then Young Renz, I switched it around as Renz Young. People think Young was my last name. It's not, but that's just the origin of the name.
You're an artist, rapper, engineer, producer.
Yeah.
You work in graphics.
Yeah.
Kind of tell me where you got your start. Like, what age were you, and how did you like become to realize that that's what you wanted to do and that's the path you wanted to go?
I started writing physical raps in 3rd grade.
Okay.
So, and all I used to do was just like write down other raps from famous people.
Yeah.
And then word line by line, I would switch the lines out in the same cadence. You know what I'm saying? So by the end of the week, I would have a totally new rap with the same cadence as Eminem or 50 Cent or whoever was popular at the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, then I started recording in studios at 16. From there, it was like everything else was just I'm a hard-working guy.
Yeah.
So everything else was pretty much based on me just being like, I don't want to pay you to do that because I'm kind of confident in myself to a fault. So I think I could do it just as good as you if I learned it.
Yeah.
So that's really how my other skills came about, is because I'm sitting there thinking like, I'm not about to pay you to do something that I could do if I tried, you know. So that's how I learned how to do everything else. You know?
So over the past year, you've kind of come into a leadership role as having your own label and having artists on that label from the city, maybe outside of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of talk about that and kind of explain what it is.
So Vocal Park is a record label, and I basically gathered some of my favorite artists from the city and people with like minds, you know what I'm saying, that I know that will build a good roster and who are dedicated. That was my biggest thing, who have that dedication and don't have any type of like hate in their body. You know, like that's all they wanted to do was like be great, to be the best version of themselves at all times. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I look for when I put the team together. And what we do is we function as a record label. We do everything. We do everything that we're supposed to do. We do it as a group. We do it as a team. And that was the big thing for me.
With the industry today, there's the new wave, and then you got the people who are basically the generation behind, but still are here and still are pushing forward. Yeah. What are some challenges staying relevant now? Big
thing for me, and what I've noticed in that is, it's consistency, man. Music is in abundance right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of music coming out every day. You know, so like, if you happen to get a person to listen to your music, like, they're gonna be like, okay, what's next? And now, in between the time you drop that song, they're gonna go looking for music somewhere else.
Yeah.
Now, you don't want to flood the market, but at the same time, you want to be consistent enough to keep those fans because they're always seeking music. And so I think that's the biggest challenge of when you're at a level where you can't go ghost and then come back. When you're not at that level yet, is gauging the consistency.
Who are some new artists that you've been listening
to? I don't really listen to a lot of the newer stuff, no. For the most part, just because, the only time I listen to new stuff is when I go out. No, because when I go out, I gotta gauge what's popping, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta gauge like what's making people move. But when I go out, I have like a bunch of different ways I like dissect music, you know what I'm saying? So like, I always tell people I have an artist ear, my rapper ear. I have my, let's just say A&R ear. I have my producer ear, and I have my engineer ear, and then I have my consumer ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you have to break down music in those parts. So a lot of the new music I hear, my rapper ear hates because it's trash, but my consumer ear likes it. You know, so like, you know, when you listen to something sober, you don't like it, but then when you're drunk, it's the greatest song you ever heard.
Yeah.
That's why. Because when you're not, because you're analyzing it with a certain ear. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times with the newer music, I just let some of my homies put me on, like, okay, this is good. Yeah. But like my consumer ear when I go out or I step out or something like that, like that's what I'm paying attention to. Like, okay, what's making this person move? Why when we standing and he got the drink in his hand, his shoulder bouncing like this? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, here's a quick question for you: Drake or Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick. I don't know. I said Kendrick so fast, but I don't know because as soon as Drake drops something, that's gonna be like I'm gonna say Drake. So it's like it's a tie for them for me. I'm a huge Kendrick fan from the rapping aspect. Like just how everything sounds is just so great. But then you can make the same argument for Drake. You know, Drake got 40, and then Kendrick got Ali. You know what I'm saying? And Drake bars are slept on. So it's like, you know, it's really a tie for me. It's 1A, 1B.
So wrapping it up, I ask every episode. I ask, what really pisses you off about the industry? It's good to get it out. You know what I mean? It's good to get it out and not be considered you hating or you
definitely
know,
not hating.
Being negative.
The middleman who's in place to make money off people's dreams. Okay. That's what pisses me off. It's not the record labels. They're a business. They function like businesses. Yeah. You know, if I give you money to start your business, I want my money back, maybe interest. So I'm not surprised how labels work. It's a business. I know how it goes. But the middlemen who try to profit off aspiring artists, those people piss me off. So like, like the people who will email you and say, hey, you want a possibility to get posted on the blog? Pay me $50 for the possibility. And the Spotify playlist thing is a little bit different because you can kind of see your money work. Yeah. If you pay for something, you can kind of see your money in action. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, you can't really see if somebody sent the email to Complex. Anybody could do that. Their emails are on the website. Anybody can send them an email, but you're telling people to pay you to do stuff that they can do, but that information isn't out there that they can do that, you know? So like those type of middlemen irritate me. Or just because you have a Twitter page with a bunch of followers that you paid for, you know, because you post random videos of babies crying, now you do DM for promo, and now you get 30 retweets on something that's not going to translate to music. Those middle men, that's what irritates me, you know. But you're also taking that chance of trying to go viral because some people like to go viral. So it's like,
I mean, I feel that brings me to my final question. Any new music coming out? Any new projects coming out soon? Videos?
I definitely got some stuff going on. For right now, I'll just say, you know what I'm saying, I just got a bunch of singles. Just look out for a lot of new music. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on putting together, but for now, just always going to be new music out. You know, so.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming through.
No problem.
We got to do it again. We got to get up and do a podcast or something like that.
Yeah, for real, man.
Appreciate you coming through.
No problem, bro.